Hi, this is Megan Chen, and welcome to this video tutorial on how to say the TH sound so that you can say 3 and not tree, thank you and not thank you. And I'll be sharing with you the top 2 reasons why your efforts have not worked so far. Okay, now why would you want to know this? First of all, TH sound is essential. It's in the most common words like the, this, that, thank you, 3, all right? And it's essential to speaking proper English. And the second reason is that, well, this is a proven tip. It's worked with almost 100% of my clients, even people who thought they'll never get the TH sound right. Okay, so why not? I thought I'll share with you. Okay, so here we go. Mistake number 1 is that you may plunge in and try to attempt the TH sound. You try to look up a video, you read some instructions, and then you end up feeling very lost and frustrated. Okay, so the secret to success number 1, in order to say the TH sound correctly, is actually not to start with TH, but to pave the way and start from other sounds that you can say. So in other words, you want to develop the right frame of reference. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, so start with a sound that most people can say because it's in lots of languages, the letter F sound. Now, if you compare to how you say the letter F sound, all right, there are certain things that you have to do. So the upper teeth makes contact with the lower lip. So essentially, you're biting on the lower lip. You're biting on the lower lip, all right, with your teeth, and you blow. And essentially, you get an air sound. It's a sound of air escaping or a blowing sound. Okay, so if you do this, you realize that you need an appropriate degree of contact. You can't have too much contact. You can't bite too hard because then you have no air escaping. You can't have too little contact because then you won't get the letter F sound. All right, so that's a sound that most people can say. Okay, so once you can do that, you do the same for TH. Now you have the right frame of reference. What you do with TH sound is to stick out your tongue, and the tongue should be in contact with the top teeth. All right, so you may hear or read of instructions where they ask you to do the TH sound with the tongue come behind the top teeth. But I find that if you're a beginner, you want to start with big movements that are easier for you, not very subtle little movements. So you want to stick out your tongue and really feel how your tongue is in contact with the top teeth. That's how you get the TH sound, right? So again, an appropriate degree of contact, not biting too much on your tongue, and obviously not making too little contact. So one success tip is to alternate between the letter F sound and then the letter TH sound. So you go like this. And feel what it feels like, how you actually produce the sound, the air sound. Okay, now you switch to the new sound. It's with the tongue out and the tongue is in contact with the teeth. You're kind of like biting on the tongue this time. Alternate between the two. Okay, both are meant to be very, very soft sounds. So you may even find it difficult to actually hear me producing the TH sound on the video. It's all right. You want to watch against trying to make it loud enough. Sometimes, because it's meant to be a soft sound, some people think, oh, I have to make a sound, I have to make a sound. So they make it too loud. It's actually a very soft sound. All right, so the sound. So that's how you get the sound right. Okay, moving on. Now, mistake number 2 is that for most people, they arrive at this stage, yay, I can do the TH sound. And then you think that because I can do TH sound at the so-called sound level, or I can move up to the so-called TH word level, I can say a TH word. So people try and go, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you can say the sound on its own, but it's not the same as being able to say a TH word or even TH words within a sentence. All right, so what is the secret success? Number 2, now it's to work on the transition, to be aware that you need to work on the transition from the TH to the rest of the word, a word like thank you. So what you want to do is hold the tongue position for as long as you can for TH. now that you know what to do with your tongue for TH. All right, while moving on to the eng, the second part of the word. Okay, so in fact, the best way is to think overlap. It's not like thinking, okay, I produce the TH and then I produce the rest of the word. No, it's actually trying to think of overlapping the two. That's what I mean by holding the tongue position for the TH as long as you can while moving on to the rest of the word, like this. Thank you. All right, so you hold the tongue position for TH as long as you can while you start on the second part of the word. Thank you. And of course, once you can do this, you can experiment with this, and then you can speed it up so that it sounds more like a real word. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so this is a very, very brief introduction, but it's more to show you the benefit of understanding the process or having the right frame of reference, paving the way from a familiar sound, something you can do, to a new sound. And also the importance of knowing the sequence of steps so that you can build on your own success step by step. This is how you achieve success the easiest and quickest way, so that you don't feel that, okay, not just I can say the TH sounds, but more importantly, I can communicate clearly and confidently without the TH sounds being my liability. All right, so this is a very quick, oh, actually there's a common mistake number 3, and what makes TH sounds tricky is that the TH sound in thank you is not the same as the TH sound in they. So if I say thank you and they, not they, these are actually, they're spelled the same way with TH, but they're actually two very different sounds, okay? But I'll probably see you in another video for this particular sound. All right, so like I said, this is a very quick, brief introduction to show you something that's been road tested to address the common difficulties and to show you how you can achieve real life success. If you've gotten something out of this, please subscribe to our channel below and like this video. Thank you.